From burning hot sidewalks to sweltering car interiors, pet owners must pay extra attention in the summertime to help keep their furry family members safe. Here with tips, we welcome back our friend, veterinarian Dr. Cherice Roth. Good thing you're here.
Yeah, it's so hot.
It's so hot.
It's so hot.
And it's been hot and it's not over yet. So you have some great ideas to keep all of our furry family members safe.
Yes, I love the gadget piece of this too.
Yeah.
It's kind of my vibe. So we can start right in.
Let's do it.
The first is a cooling mat. So these are typically filled with either a gel or a liquid that's going to be cooler than the environment around it, which is nice to have.
Yeah.
Some of them need to be refrigerated, so actually like pack it into the fridge in the morning or overnight so that it's ready in the morning. But lots of these, the reason why I like them is that you can cover a large amount of space and still cool the underside of your pet.
And they have room to roll around and get comfortable.
Yes.
Okay.
Any of these, you still want to make sure that you're watching your animals.
Right.
Like, it's not the same thing as being there with them and monitoring their temperature. And plus, if you have like a lab, everything in the world is edible, right?
This
so
is true.
Being really careful and mindful of that.
You don't want them ingesting all the interior stuff inside that cooling mat. Okay.
Yes. The next one, this box is empty because it's already set up at my house.
Amazing.
It's a little splash pad where literally all you have to do is hook it up to a garden hose.
These are so cute.
And it's super cute, right?
And it gets the job done.
It gets the job done. It's very cute. You can keep your kids busy with it too.
Yeah.
And it really does kind of spray that water everywhere. And usually the water itself is going to cool, so you'll want to be sure that it's not in direct sunlight so that the water doesn't heat up too much.
Sure.
But with that water running, puts your pets in a really great space.
My kids and my dog have been splashing around all weekend. That's been a huge lifesaver.
Yeah, it really is.
What are these cooling bowls?
Okay, so this is actually really neat. So if you look at the back of this, you can fill this up with water, stick it in the freezer.
Way.
I know, right? And then use that ice block underneath there to continue to refill it, and that block keeps the water cool.
What a smart idea.
Right?
Why didn't we think of that before?
I ask myself that on a daily basis about so many things.
Okay.
So this next one is actually, I don't love putting a ton of food in when we're trying to work on getting cool, especially with kind of the obesity epidemic in pets. So you can also freeze their favorite toy.
Oh,
so
good idea.
For this one, you can actually put it upside down in a cup of water. You can do it in bone broth. There are lots of ways that you can have that be an icy treat. For the really big, heavy chewers, you can also just put this in a big bowl of water, freeze the whole bowl, let them have at it.
That's a great idea. You're right. You're not giving them more treats, more stuff to nibble on all day long.
Yes.
Okay.
That's key.
I love that.
So this one is actually a travel water bottle.
Oh, I love that.
And these are so cute and really easy to use. So you'll have water inside it, and then you can actually use it as a dog bowl.
Amazing.
Yeah. So this one is really nice to have anywhere. Keeping these in the back of your car is a great idea too.
Okay, what is this pup ice situation over here?
Okay, so
how cute. Cheryl,
I have not tasted these. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. However, it is one of those that you can put directly into the freezer. They're ready in a few hours. It is all edible and all safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And then the last one is like the cooling bandanas.
Yeah, this is cool.
I put that in there for the pets that are maybe not working out outside, which they shouldn't be if it's over 85 degrees. Just keep them chill, keep them calm as best you can. But if you have like those cooling bandanas, even regular bandanas, you can wet them, again, store them in the fridge or the freezer, and then putting them either on the neck, under the arms, or in the groin area where those blood vessels are, helps to cool them down as well.
That's a great idea. There's lots of DIY things you can do.
Yeah, you don't have to spend a ton of money to keep your pets cool.
Yeah, what are some warning signs we should look for pets that could be overheating?
Yeah, so difficulty breathing is one of them. And this is more than just a regular pant. Their tongue is going to turn bright red. They're going to be working hard to breathe. But again, I'll caution, it really, as we talk about different breeds and things like that, if you have a pet that is flat-faced, or what we call brachycephalic, they should be indoors.
Yes.
They cannot cool their air, so they are breathing in 100-degree weather.
Right.
For the longer noses, they can still overheat, but it is a lot harder because they have natural systems set up to keep that from happening. The other thing is paws. If it's too hot for you to be on the sidewalk, do not allow your pet on it.
You gotta check.
Roughly like 85 degrees.
Yeah.
Like it gets there quick. And I mean, I have seen full pads sloughing.
Oh, it's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, just, and this is why we talk about it, right? Because I think that truly it's not top of mind. We'll see, you know, little pups getting walked and they're like constantly veering over into the grass, like,
Yes.
get me off of this lady.
Yeah.
And I'm to the point now, I'll roll down the window, I'm like, hey, it's too hot. Take your bulldog inside.
Good. Tell him.
You know, my kids will do it too now. They're like, Mom, it's too hot for that dog out here. And I'm like, I know.
But you do, and on these days when we're triple digits, really sometimes the only time to get out is early in the morning.
Absolutely.
So make it your schedule. It's an important part of your routine to make sure it gets done.
Early in the morning, late in the evening. That's it.
What can we do if you feel like your pet is in danger and they're overheating?
Yeah, so move them to a cool place immediately. Do not dunk them in cold water.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Yeah.
But you can wet towels, lay it on them, check their temperature. If they are above 103, you need to seek help.
Okay.
That is the higher end of their temperature, and that often means that if you've already brought them inside, that they were higher than that.
Sure.
And so those are the top things that you'll want to do.
Okay.
Seek veterinary care. There are some of these signs that you won't see for hours,
Okay.
even after cooling them down. And so it's really important that we can get our hands on them, get in IV fluids. As we're talking about water, don't forget about electrolytes, because you can, especially with puppies, they can actually hurt themselves drinking too much just
Sure.
plain water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should always remind folks about cars in the heat.
Yeah.
Don't leave your pet unattended in a vehicle.
Period. The
Period.
end. Everything in the world takes longer than we think it should.
That's true.
And it's just not worth the risk. So you're talking 85 degrees outside. In 10 minutes, it's 104 degrees inside that car. Another 10 minutes, it's gone up another 10 degrees. And again, you know, not to like have it be a horror story, but I do want it in the back of people's minds. I've lost patience this way. And we're all fallible, we all forget. So just leave them home.
For sure.
Just leave them home.
Just
or
make
leave
that-
the car running.
Yeah. Sure. Better off that way.
Yes, yeah. But my preference is just leave them at home.
Yeah.
It's not worth the risk.
Much safer.
It really is.
Thank you so much. Great
pleasure.
to see you.
Yeah,
oh my
thank you.
gosh. We'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.